dear students, welcome to my channel Maths with Panindra. In this video, we are going to discuss JEE Mains previous year's questions from the topic hyperbola. Let us have a discussion. The first question in this session. Tangents are drawn to the hyperbola 4x square minus y square equal to 36 at the points P and Q. If these tangents are intersect at the point T of 0, 3, then the area of triangle PTQ is. These are the options available for us. So here, according to the question, if you draw the figure, you will get idea. Tangents are drawn to the hyperbola 4x square minus y square equal to 36 at the points P and Q. If these tangents are intersect at the point T of 0, 3. See here, intersecting means the tangents are intersecting at that point, means at that point, from the point we can draw the tangent equations. See here, this is the hyperbola figure. So from this, tangents drawn to the hyperbola 4x square minus y square equal to 36 at the points P and Q. So here I am assuming the point P, here I am assuming the point Q. At these points we can draw the tangents. See here, like this way. Straight, it won't come now. So like this it will be. This is the figure. Even tangents also you can draw in that. This is the another tangent at the point Q. Join these two. So this point of intersection of tangents is equal to T of 0, 3. So these two are tangents. This is also tangent at point Q, tangent at point P. So these points we are going to calculate now. What are these points? This Q point as well as P point. What is the given equation of hyperbola? 4x square minus y square is equal to 36. No need to reduce into the standard form. Directly also we can write it. For the equation of hyperbola, x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1. Tangent equation is xx1 by a square minus yy1 by b square is equal to 1. Suppose this equation is in this form, we can write like this also. Both are same. b square x square minus a square y square equal to a square b square. So wherever x square is there, xx1, y square is there, yy1. So in this form it is available for us. So equation of tangent, the equation of tangent at P or Q, anything you can consider. So 4 into, in place of x square what will come? xx1 minus y square means yy1 is equal to 36. This equation is passing through which point? 0, 3. This we are assuming that x1, y1. So now in place of x1, y1, 0, 3, it passes through P of 0, 3, x1, y1. Now in place of 4x into 0 minus y into 3 is equal to 36. That implies that minus 3y is equal to 36. Y is equal to minus 12. After getting the value of y, substitute in this curve equation 1. So y is equal to minus 12. Substitute in equation 1. We get 4x square minus y square means minus 12 whole square. 144 equal to 36. So 4x square is equal to 180. 144 plus 36. So x square is equal to 45 times it will be divisible. So x is equal to root 45. That can be written as root of 9 into 5, 9 plus or minus 3 into root 5. Therefore, the value of x is equal to plus or minus root 5. Therefore, the point will becomes x comma y, no? So, therefore, the point is here x comma y. That also can be written as x value is plus or minus 3 root 5. So, plus or minus 3 root 5 comma minus 12. So, if we consider plus 3 root 5 minus 12, this point is belongs to fourth quadrant. So, 3 root 5 comma minus 12. If we consider this point P, it is in the third quadrant, both are negative, minus 3 root 5 comma minus 12. This already we assumed that x1 y1, this is x2 y2, this is x3 y3. We know that how to calculate the area of triangle. So, area of triangle delta equal to half into, in the earlier classes we learned that x1 y1 1, x2 y2 1, x3 y3 1. Substitute in this and simplify x1. What is x1 here? 0. 0, 3, 1, x2 y2. So x2 minus 3 root 5 minus 12 1, 3 root 5 minus 12 1. We know that how to expand half into, here plus minus plus, from here only you can take, so here plus minus plus, so 0 into, you can leave it, no need to write, minus 3 into, minus 3 root 5 into 1, minus 3 root 5, so minus 3 root 5 minus 3 root 5 plus 1 into 12 3 is a minus into minus plus, 12 3 is a 36 into root 5 minus of minus plus 36 into root 5. So half into 36 plus 36, 72, 72 root 5 minus 6 root 5 into 3, 6 into 3, 11, minus into minus plus. So 18 root 5, which is equal to half into 72 plus 18 is 90 root 5. So 90 by 2, 2 ones are 2 45s. So 45 root 5. Therefore, the area of triangle PPQ is equal to 45 root 5 square units. So this area we calculated from the figure is 45 root 5, which is there in this option. We will move to the next question now. The next question, let 0 is less than theta is less than pi by 2 if the eccentricity of the hyperbola x squared by cos square theta minus y squared by sin square theta equal to 1 is greater than 2, then the length of lattice rectum lies in the interval. These are the options. That 0 is less than theta is less than pi by 2. That means first quadrant. The value of theta lies between 0 and pi by 2. If the eccentricity of the hyperbola is greater than 2, then the length of lattice rectum lies in the interval. This is a good question conceptually. See here how we are going to do that. The given equation of hyperbola is x squared by cos square theta minus y squared by sin square theta is equal to 1. A square is equal to cos square theta, b square is equal to sin square theta when we compared with standard equation of hyperbola. Eccentricity is, the eccentricity value is greater than 2. So, eccentricity is greater than 2 given. Squaring on both sides. So, eccentricity why I am doing that squaring on both sides, some students will feel difficult. Why sir unnecessarily do? Otherwise, what we have to do? What is the formula for eccentricity? You should write it. Root of 1 plus b square by a square is greater than 2. To avoid this root and all, that is the reason I am doing that squaring on both sides. See, better to do that one only. Squaring on both sides. So e square is greater than 4. Then e square means 1 plus b square by a square is greater than 4. That also implies that b square by a square is greater than 4 minus 1, 3. Again from here, what is b square, what is a square? Clearly here we have the values. B square by a square. So sin square theta by cos square theta is greater than 3. That implies that tan square theta is greater than 3. So tan theta is greater than root 3. So theta is greater than tan inverse of root 3. So tan inverse of root 3 means for what angle it will come? Pi by 3, 60 degrees. So theta value one side is given condition 0 is less than theta is less than pi by 2 and theta is greater than pi by 3. So 0 is less than theta is less than pi by 2 and we got theta is greater than pi by 3. That means from these two the theta value is belongs to pi by 3 to pi by 2, you remember. So in between 0 to pi by 2, pi by 3 is there. Greater than pi by 3 means pi by 3 also belongs to in this interval only, no? So greater than pi by 3 means the value of theta in between pi by 3 to pi by 2. After that, they are asking to calculate the length of lattice rectum lies in the interval. What is the formula for length of lattice rectum? Length of lattice rectum LLR is equal to one side theta is between pi by 3 to pi by 2. That is one category. Now length of lattice rectum belongs to LLR belongs to that we are going to do now. Length of lattice rectum is 2b square by a. So a square equal to cos square theta, from that a equal to cos theta. That implies a is equal to cos theta. So b square means sin square theta. So which is equal to 2 sin square theta divided by cos theta. That is equal to 2 into sin square theta means 1 minus cos square theta divided by cos theta. So 2 into 1 by cos theta secant theta. Cos theta get cancelled, minus cos theta. This is length of lattice rectum LLR. Now we are going to calculate the value of length of lattice rectum in between which interval. See here, two possibilities are there. When theta is pi by 3, here case, if you take theta is pi by 3, what is LLR? 2 into secant pi by 3 minus cos pi by 3. So which is equal to 2 into secant pi by 3 means cos 60 reciprocal 1 by 1 by 2. So 2 minus 1 by 2. So which is equal to 2 into 4 minus 1 3, 3 by 2. 2 to get cancelled, which is equal to 3. So when theta is pi by 3, length of lattice rectum value is 3. When theta is equal to pi by 2, if we consider LLR value 2 into secant pi by 2 minus cos pi by 2. So 2 into secant pi by 2 is infinity, minus cos pi by 2 0. So anyway it is infinity. So when it is theta is pi by 2, it will be infinity. Therefore the length of lattice rectum lies between 3 to infinity. This is our required answer. So length of lattice rectum lies in the interval, open interval of 3 to infinity, which is there in the first option. I hope everyone understand that. Any doubt is there still, you can write to my comment box. I will help you. Dear students, we will move to the next question. The next question. A hyperbola has its center at origin. A hyperbola has its center at origin means it is standard equation of hyperbola. What is the standard equation of hyperbola? X square by a square minus y square by b square equal to 1. It passes through the point 4, 2. In place of x comma y, substitute 4, 2. So 4 square 16 divided by a square minus y square 2 square, that is 4 by b square equal to 1. After that, some information is given and has transverse axis of length 4. Length of transverse axis 2a is equal to 4, a is equal to 2. So whenever a is equal to 2, a square is equal to 4 obviously. So now in place of a square substitute 4. 16 by 4 minus 4 by b square is equal to 1. 4 minus 4 by b square is equal to 1. 4 minus 1 is equal to 4 by b square. That implies 3 is equal to 4 by b square. That implies b square is equal to 4 by 3. Just interchanging the values 3 and b square. So b square value we got it, a square value we got it. Then the eccentricity of the hyperbola. So the eccentricity of the hyperbola E is equal to root over 1 plus b square by a square. So that is equal to under root of 1 plus b square 4 by 3 by a square. A square value 4. 4 get cancelled. Root over 1 plus 1 by 3. That is equal to 3 plus 1 4 by 3. So root 4 means 2 by root 3. So 2 by root 3 which is there in the second option. We will move to the another question here. The equation of tangent to the hyperbola 4x square minus 5y square equal to 20 parallel to the line x minus y equal to 2 is. So the first, the given equation of hyperbola 4x square minus 5y square equal to 20, write in the standard form dividing on both sides by 20, x square by 4 ones are 4 5s are minus y square by 5 ones are 5 4s are. So here compare with the general equation, standard equation of hyperbola, a square is equal to 5 and b square is equal to 4. So a square value, b square value we got it. Next, given line. So given line. What is that given line? X minus y is equal to 2. X minus y minus 2 equal to 0. Slope of this line m is equal to minus x coefficient by y coefficient. So minus of minus 1. Minus 1 by minus 1 which is equal to 1. Therefore m is equal to 1. M value we got it. They are asking to calculate the equation of tangent which is parallel to this line. Parallel to this line. The equation of tangent with slope m to the given line with respect to the given hyperbola is in the form of y is equal to, which is the standard formula, very important formula, y is equal to mx plus or minus root over a square m square minus b square. Substitute the respective values. A square value we have, b square value we have, m value we have. Substitute there. Y is equal to 1 into x plus or minus root of a square m square, 5 into 1 square, so 5, minus b square value 4. So y is equal to x plus or minus 1. So two possibilities of equations will come here. From this implies that x minus y plus or minus 1 is equal to 0. From this, first possibility, x minus y plus 1 is equal to 0. Second possibility, both are the tangents only, which are parallel to the given line with respect to the hyperbola. Among the two options, which option is there? That is our required answer. So x minus y plus 1 equal to 0, which is there in the third option. Even this is also correct, but here only one correct option questions. So third option is the right option. We will move to the next question. next question, dear students. If two distinct tangents can be drawn from the point alpha comma 2 on different branches of the hyperbola x square by 9 minus y square by 16 equal to 1, then options are provided. See here, different branch of hyperbola and one point. The two distinct tangents can be drawn from the point alpha comma 2. So here, alpha comma 2, this is x, this is y. So that means y is equal to 2 equation is given now. From this, y is equal to 2 equation is given. X square by 9 minus y square by 16. This you have to compare with x square by a square minus y square by b square equal to 1. A square equal to 9, a is equal to 3. B square equal to 16, b is equal to 4. So the hyperbola equation will becomes like this. Tangents equal, two distinct tangents can be drawn from the point alpha comma 2 on different branches of hyperbola. The asymptotes also tangents only, no? Different branches of hyperbola means that are asymptote equations. Asymptotes of the hyperbola are what? The equations. These are the asymptote equations. What are the asymptote equation for the hyperbola? Y is equal to plus or minus b by ax. Substitute there a value, b value. Y is equal to plus or minus 4 by 3x. Am I right? So 3y is equal to plus or minus 4x. So if we consider plus, this equation will come. And also y is equal to 2. Substitute y is equal to 2 in this. We got it. Y is equal to 2 means it is parallel to x axis. So this is y is equal to 2. Here this point, this is a point, this is b point. Like this you can take it. So y is equal to 2, if you substitute 6 equal to plus or minus 4x. So x is equal to plus or minus 3 by 2. X is equal to plus or minus 3 by 2. Y value we got it. This is y is equal to 2 line. This is y is equal to 2 line. Even this is also y is equal to 2. So here the point will come, even here also, x comma y. Whenever the two lines are intersecting, this line is x is equal to, so generally y is equal to plus 4 by 3x, y is equal to minus 4 by 3x. Whenever value of y we know, x value, x is equal to 3 by 2. This is plus 3 by 2. X is equal to plus 3 by 2. Y value 2. In this case, it is this is the origin like center. This is minus 3 by 2, comma 2. So plus or minus 3 by 2. A point and B point. Different branches of hyperbola means these are the tangents. Anyway, asymptotes means which are the tangents which touches at infinite point. So different branches from this side and this side. That y is equal to 2 line which intersects tangents. Two distinct tangents are drawn. These are the two distinct tangents drawn. It can be drawn from the point alpha comma 2. Alpha comma 2 somewhere it will be here. Alpha comma 2. This may be, this is alpha. Either this is alpha comma 2. It may be this is also alpha comma 2. So now we decide A, B. Minus 3 by 2 comma 2. 3 by 2 comma 2. The point B may be P of x comma y. Sorry, not x comma y. Alpha comma 2. It is there now. So here y coordinates are equal. That means alpha value lies between minus 3 by 2 and 3 by 2. So minus 3 by 2 is less than alpha is less than 3 by 2. That also can be written as alpha is less than plus or minus 3 by 2. That also if you remove plus or minus here, mod alpha is less than 3 by 2. So mod alpha is less than 3 by 2, which is there in the first option. This is the way you can go that. This is a different problem. This type of questions they make chances to ask the JA Mains exam. We'll move to the next question. In the next question, if 2 points P and Q on the hyperbola x square by a square minus y square by b square equal to 1 with center C such that CP is perpendicular to CQ, CP is perpendicular to CQ, then the value of CP square plus CQ square equal to. So these are the options available for us. So according to the question, if you draw the figure, you will get idea. So if 2 points P and Q on the hyperbola, so hyperbola figure we have to draw that. This is the hyperbola figure. Center C. C is the center of the hyperbola. And here the point P is there. And here the point Q is there. Condition is given as CP is perpendicular to the CQ. Yeah, 1 minute. CP and CQ. We'll draw the lines, tangents, that is two perpendicular CP and CQ. So this is CP. This is CP. This is CQ. So 90 degrees. From here to here, I am considering the distance is R1. From here to here, the distance is R2 I am considering, and making an angle theta here. So from the polar coordinates, generally the parametric point regarding that hyperbola is different. A secant theta, B tan theta. But here, this CP line making an angle theta at a distance of R1 units, then the position of the point, polar point, we can take as R1 cos theta 1, R1 sin theta 1. This is the point P. And CQ, from here to here, how much angle it will be? 90 plus theta, 90 plus theta. Therefore, the coordinates of Q will becomes, from here to here it is R2 cos of 90 plus theta, comma R2 of sin of 90 plus theta. So C point and Q point we got it. So from here, P point is R1 cos theta, R1 sin theta. At the same time, Q equal to R2 of cos of 90 plus theta. Why we are getting 90 plus theta? This CQ ray makes an angle not only theta, and between them is 90 degrees, 90 plus theta. That is the reason. So R2 cos of 90 plus theta, again I'll write it, R2 of sin of 90 plus theta. So Q point will becomes R2 cos of 90 plus theta minus sin theta. So minus sin theta. R2 of cos of sin of 90 plus theta is cos theta. So P point and Q point we got it. So these points are lying on the hyperbola only, no, x square by a square minus y square by b square equal to 1. So which are lies? P comma Q lies on hyperbola x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1. In place of x and y, substitute these values. So directly I am writing, first P point we are substituting. P lies on this. In place of x and y, R1 cos theta, R1 sin theta. R1 square cos square theta by a square, R1 square by as R1 square sin square theta by b square. From this, R1 square will be taking common. So the rest of the terms, cos square theta by a square minus sine square theta by d square is equal to 1. From this, I will make the subject as 1 by r1 square. r1 square I am taking this side, which is equal to cos square theta divided by a square minus sine square theta divided by d square. This is the information regarding 1 by r1 square. Similarly, the point Q also lies on this now. So Q point substitute in this, r2 square take common and sine square theta divided by a square minus cos square theta divided by d square is equal to 1. From this, 1 by r2 square is equal to 1 by r2 square equal to sine square theta by a square minus cos square theta divided by b square. This is the values of 1 by r1 square, 1 by r2 square. But they are asking the result of 1 by cp square, 1 by cq square. Cp square, this value is equal to r1 only, no. This is 1 by r2. So here, 1 by cp square plus 1 by cq square is equal to 1 by cp means r1 square plus cq means r2. So 1 by r2 square. 1 by r1 square. What is the value of 1 by r1 square? Cos square theta by a square minus sine square theta divided by b square. This is the value of 1 by r1 square plus 1 by r2 square. So sine square theta divided by a square minus cos square theta divided by b square. From these two 1 by a square, from these two minus 1 by b square take common. So 1 by a square into cos square theta plus sine square theta minus 1 by b square, if you take out common, sine square theta plus cos square theta. So anyway we know that cos square theta plus sine square theta value 1, no. So 1 by a square into 1 minus 1 by b square into 1. So which is equal to 1 by a square minus 1 by b square, which is there in the option. 1 by cp square plus 1 by cq square is equal to 1 by a square minus 1 by b square, which is there in the B option. We will move to the next question now. The next question. Consider a branch of the hyperbola x square minus 2y square minus 2 root 2x minus 4 root 2y minus 6 equal to 0 with vertex A. Let B be the one of the endpoints of its lattice rectum. If C is the focus of the hyperbola nearest to the point A, then the area of triangle ABC. See here, consider a branch of hyperbola. So hyperbola means like this figure will come now. So a branch of hyperbola means one branch you can take, one side. So the figure will come like this. So this is one branch. This is also another branch. Anyway, this is center. Center O I am assuming here. Vertex A. Focus dimension B is one end of the lattice rectum. So this is the generally LL dash is the lattice rectum. Focus is given as B. B be the one of the lattice rectum. C is the focus. So focus generally here. This is the focus. B dash you can take. B dash is the lattice rectum. LLR. So one of the end of the lattice rectum. So this area they are asking to calculate. First we need to equation of hyperbola in the standard form I want. What is A point? A point is A comma 0 only, no? C means focus. Focus point is AE comma 0. What is B point? AE comma B square by A. That means from here to here it is B square by A. From here to here A minus AE or AE minus E. From here to here A comma 0, it is AE comma 0. So AE minus A. This area they are asking. So first given equation of hyperbola x square minus 2y square minus 2 root 2x minus 4 root 2y minus 6 equal to 0 means equal to 6 I am writing. From these two. So from here x square minus 2 root 2x minus 2 I am taking common here, y square minus 2 root 2y is equal to 6. To make the perfect square of this one, it is in the form of a square minus root 2x. So half of the, to make the perfect square we are adding and subtracting half of the square of this value, 2 root 2, half root 2, that we have to square it. Root 2 whole square is 2. So x square minus 2 root 2x. To make the perfect square, a square, b value is there. So root 2 whole square we are adding and subtracting to make the perfect square. These values are minus 2 into, here also same thing you have to do that, y square minus 2 root 2y, we are adding root 2 whole square, we are subtracting root 2 whole square is equal to 6. So this value is a square minus 2ab plus b square is x minus root 2 whole square, x minus root 2 whole square, minus root 2 whole square is 2, minus 2 into, this is y minus root 2 whole square. So if you take common minus, it will become plus, no? Sorry. So it will become y plus root 2 whole square and minus 2 into root 2 whole square is 2, which is equal to 6. So x minus root 2 whole square minus 2 into y plus root 2 whole square is equal to 6. Minus 4 we are taking that side and minus 2 also we are taking this side. So minus 4 minus 2 minus 6 we can take this side plus 6. Dividing by 12. So x minus root 2 whole square by 12 minus, dividing by 12 means y plus root 2 whole square divided by 6, 2 ones are 2 12. So compare with this equation of hyperbola, here a square is equal to 12 and b square is equal to 6. Therefore eccentricity of this hyperbola E equal to root over 1 plus b square by a square. So which is equal to root over 1 plus b square by a square, 6 by 12. So root over 1 plus 1 by 2. So root over 2 plus 1, 3, 3 by 2. This is the eccentricity value E. After eccentricity, now come to the question. If C is the focus of the hyperbola nearest to the point, then area of triangle ABC. What is the general formula of ABC? Area of triangle ABC is equal to half into, what is the base? Base is AC into height. Height means BC, which is equal to half into base AC. AC value is AE minus A into BC value, B square by A. From the figure, if you observe carefully, from these two A take common, 1 by 2, A into E minus 1 into B square by A. A get cancelled. B square by 2, 1 by 2 into B square is B square by 2, E minus 1. B square value is what? So 2 to 6. Here, 1 minute, 1. Here 2. Yes. B square value is 6. 6 by 2 into E minus 1, root 3 by 2. So 3 by 2 minus 1. So a square b square only, okay. So that is equal to 3 into root 3 by 2 minus 1. So root 3 by 2 minus 1 only we have. 1 minute. Yeah, dear students, here minus 2 into minus plus, no? Here. So that change it will come. So here 6 plus 4 minus 2 we can take this side. So only 2. So 4 minus 2. 2 we are taking this side. 6 minus 2. It will become as 4. So here 2 will come. Here 4 will come. Dividing by 4 is equal to 4 now. So that time a square value 4, b square value 2. Even that also it will become as 1 by 2 only. Anyway 2 by 4. There is no change in this. It is root 3 by 2 only. But here it will change. So b square value 2 we got it here. So this will become as 1. So the answer is root 3 by 2 minus 1 is the area of triangle. The area of triangle ABC is in the branch of the hyperbola. Root 3 by 2 minus 1, which is there in the second option. We will move to the next question. See, one minor mistake, one small mistake will change the complete answer. So while doing that, while solving the problems, be aware, be careful. Yeah, dear students, we will move to the next question. The next question. For hyperbola x square by a square minus y square by b square equal to 1, let n be the number of points on the plane through which perpendicular tangents are drawn. Which of the following is not true? Hyperbola, n number of points are there in the plane, perpendicular tangents. What is the relation between perpendicular tangents and the hyperbola? We know that the locus of point of intersection of perpendicular tangents is called director circle. Director circle means what? The set of all points in the plane is called the circle, which are constant distance. So n number of points. So the hyperbola equation is given as x square by a square minus y square by b square equal to 1, and the perpendicular tangents. So the locus of point of intersection of perpendicular tangents is called director circle. X square plus y square equal to a square minus b square. Director circle. So circle forms with n number of points. So here n number of points also there. N be the number of points. Number of points. So based on the options, we will check out case by case. So first case, I am taking that x square plus y square equal to a square minus b square is the director circle equation. So in this, n number of points. This you can take as x square plus y square is equal to root over a square minus b square whole square. Can we write now? It is in the form of x square plus y square equal to r square. R square means what? Here r square is equal to root of a square minus b square. Root is not required. Square value anyway it is greater than 0 only. Whenever r square is greater than 0, obviously r is greater than 0. When radius is greater than 0, what type of circles will come? Real circles will come. That implies that real circles. When real circle will form in the plane, number of points are there. That number of points are infinite points. N number of points. Number of points. Infinite points. So whenever n is infinite number of points, means it is n is greater than 1 only in our case. So now n is greater than 1, n is greater than 1 case, n is greater than 1, anyway r is greater than 0, or r is greater than 0, r square is greater than 0. So a square minus b square is greater than 0. That implies that a square is greater than b square. A square is greater than b square means b square is less than a square only, no? Inequality. So dividing on both sides by a square. So b square by a square is less than 1. So to get the eccentricity value, adding 1 on both sides, b square by a square is less than 1 plus 1. We are adding on 1 both sides, 1. So this value is e square is less than 2. That implies e is less than root 2. So when n is greater than 1 case, that means n is tending to infinity, n number of points. The eccentricity value is root 2. So n is equal to 1, e is equal to, e is less than root 2. E is less than root 2 means obviously 0 is less than e. This is also less than 0. That means, so n is greater than 1, 0 is less than e is less than root 2. This is the right option, but they are asking which one is not true. We will find out among the options. This is the case 1. Come to the case 2. Suppose we will take that among the value, real value. If it is n number of points are x square plus y square is equal to a square minus b square, that is equal to r square, no? Here n number of points we have taken, n tends to infinity, that is n is greater than 1. N number of points is greater than 1. Suppose if I take n is equal to 1, only 1 point if you take. Only 1 point means it implies the point circle. That director circle will become point circle. So point circle means whose radius is 0. That implies that radius is equal to 0. Radius equal to 0 means r square is also 0. R square means what? A square minus b square is equal to 0. So whenever a square is equal to b square, eccentricity value is equal to root of 1 plus b square by a square. So root over 1 plus a square by a square. So root of 1 plus 1 which is equal to root 2. So in case of n is equal to 1, eccentricity is root 2. So n is equal to 1, eccentricity is root 2. That is also correct statement. Among the 4 options, 2 options are right. Now we will verify among these 2 which one is right, which one is wrong. If you do one of them, obviously the rest of them is answer, required answer. So come to the third case. In the third case, see here n number of points I have taken, n is greater than 1, n is equal to 0, n is equal to 1, next n is equal to 0. N is equal to 0 meaning is what? There is no points we have taken. That means imaginary. Imaginary means there is no real circle. Radius value is, if you take n is equal to 0, that means in the circle x square plus y square equal to a square minus b square, this value is less than 0. So r square value is less than 0. That implies no real circle. No real circle will form. No real circle when r square is less than 0. R square is less than 0 means a square is less than b square. A square minus b square is less than 0 generally. So a square is less than b square. So obviously b square is greater than a square only will come. Again dividing by b square by a square is greater than 1. So adding 1 on both sides, 1 plus b square by a square is greater than 1 plus 1. This value is e square. Yeah, e square is greater than 2, e is greater than root 2. So e is greater than root 2 and n is 0. So n is equal to 0, e is greater than 2, e is equal to e is greater than 2. So greater than root 2. So obviously which statement is not correct? Which of the following is not true? First 3 options are true means this is only, so the required answer is, if n is equal to 2, the eccentricity value goes to be 2. Then this is the false statement. This is only not true. I hope understand that. Case by case like this you can do that now. We'll move to the next question. The next question. If E1 and E2 are eccentricities of hyperbolas, xy equal to 9 and x square minus y square equal to 25, then E1 comma E2 lie on a circle C1 with center origin, then radius square of the diameter circle is xy is equal to 9. It is in the form of xy is equal to c square. It represents a rectangular hyperbola. For rectangular hyperbola, eccentricity is denoted by E1, no? So E1 is equal to root 2. X square minus y square equal to 25. It is in the form of x square minus y square equal to a square. Even this is also rectangular hyperbola, another form. Rectangular hyperbola. So E1, E2 is equal to root 2. E1 comma E2 lie on the circle C1. E1 comma E2, that is equal to root 2 comma root 2 lies on circle C1. What is the circle equation? Whose center at origin with radius r. So x square plus y square is equal to r square. So here, to get r square value, what we need to do? We can substitute x comma y values are there. So root 2 whole square plus root 2 whole square is equal to r square. 2 plus 2 equal to 4. Therefore r square equal to 4. We know that, therefore this equation will become what? X square plus y square equal to 4. The director equation of the circle, of x square plus y square equal to r square is x square plus y square equal to 2r square. So by using this formula, for this given equation of circle, for this circle, the director circle of x square plus y square equal to 4 is x square plus y square equal to 2 times of 4. So which is equal to 8. Therefore x square plus y square equal to 8 can be written as r square. They are asking to calculate radius square of the director circle. So radius square of the director circle is what? 8. It is there in the third option. We will move to the next one. Yeah, the next question. If radii of director circles of ellipse and hyperbola are 2r and r respectively, and E suffix here, eccentricity of ellipse, eccentricity of hyperbola, or eccentricities of the ellipse and hyperbola respectively, then which of the option is going to satisfy? We will verify. See here, first the radii of director circles. First ellipse equation you have to consider. This is the ellipse equation. E represents ellipse, H represents hyperbola. X square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1, and x square by a square minus y square by b square equal to 1. For this director circle DC, director circle, x square plus y square is equal to a square plus b square. For this, x square plus y square equal to a square minus b square. For this director circle, ellipse related director circle, whose radius is how much it is given? 2r. So this can be written as 2r whole square. Why? Because x square plus y square equal to r square. This value can be written as r square. So 2r square. So that is a square plus b square is equal to 4r square. You put it as equation number 1. Hyperbola related to director circle. So whose radius is r given. So x square plus y square equal to a square minus b square, that is equal to r square. So a square minus b square is equal to r square. Equation number 2. After that, equation 1 implies that a square plus b square is equal to 4r square. Since from equation 2, a square plus b square is equal to 4 times of, in place of r square, a square minus b square, you have to write it. So a square plus b square is equal to 4a square minus 4b square. Minus 4b square and taking this side, a square and taking into that side. Therefore it will become 5b square is equal to 3a square. Get the value of b square by a square. Sir, why sir only b square by a square? In the eccentricity of hyperbola and ellipse, we read b square by a square. So now b square by a square means it will become 3 by 5. So now one by one we will calculate. So eccentricity of E suffix E, eccentricity of ellipse. E square you can write it 1 minus b square by a square. So which is equal to 1 minus b square by a square value is what? 3 by 5. That is the reason. So 2 by 5 will come now. So E whole square is equal to 2 by 5. You put it in box, this value. Similarly, EH square you have to write it. Eccentricity of hyperbola square 1 plus b square by a square, that is equal to 1 plus 3 by 5, which is equal to 8 by 5. So EH square is equal to 8 by 5. E square and EH square we got it now. Now we will go to the option verification. So first option I am taking A option. 2 into EH square, that means this value 8 by 5. Option verifying. Option verification, from here we are doing. Minus EE square, that is 2 by 5, which is equal to 16 by 5 minus 2 by 5. 16 minus 2. 16 minus 2 means 14. But it is not equal to 6 now. So first option is not correct. Go to the second option. EE square, that means 2 by 5. Minus 4 times of EH square. 4 times of 4 into 8, 32. Minus 32 by 5. That is equal to minus 30 by 5. This is equal to minus 6. Even minus 6 is not there. 6 is there. So go to the third option. In the third option, 4 EH square. 4 into EH square. 4 into 8 by 5. Minus EE square. EE square means what? 2 by 5. So which is equal to 32 minus 2 by 5. 30 by 5, which is equal to 6. It is there. 6 is there. So no need to verify. Fourth option. We got the answer. So third option is the right option corresponding to the given question. We will move to the next question, dear students. The next question. The chord of the hyperbola x square by a square minus y square by b square equal to 1, whose equation is x cos alpha plus y sin alpha equal to b, subtends a right angle at its center and it is always touches a circle of radius. They are asking a radius. So just rough figure, it is related to the homogenizing problem, which we discussed in the intermediate 11th class in mathematics 1B paper. We have that in pair of straight lines. We discussed about homogenizing. This is the hyperbola equation. Observe carefully, dear students. This is the chord center. Chord makes a right angle at its center. Here it is right angle. So CP CQ makes right angle. CP is perpendicular to CQ. Whenever these two are making perpendicular, this is the chord x cos alpha plus y sin alpha equal to P. Otherwise I'll write it here. X cos alpha plus y sin alpha equal to P. This makes a rectangle at its center. Then this locus will become a circle. This distance is there, no? This distance will become as an R. It's represents a circle. See, homogenizing, how to do that? The given equation of hyperbola is x square by a square minus y square by b square minus 1 equal to 0. Equation number 1. Given line x cos alpha plus y sin alpha equal to p. This is a chord equation. So this can be written as x cos alpha by p plus y sin alpha by p equal to 1. So whenever we got 1 here, homogenizing equation 1 with the help of equation 2. Homogenizing equation 1 with the help of equation 2. So x square by a square minus y square by b square. While doing the homogenizing procedure, wherever constant is there, constant into 1 square you have to write it. Wherever x comma y is there, into 1 you can write it. There is no xy term here. X square by a square minus y square by b square minus 1 into 1 square. In place of 1 here, you have to replace this value. So it will becomes x square by a square minus y square by b square minus of 1 into x by p into cos alpha plus y by p into sin alpha whole square is equal to 0. So x square by a square plus minus y square by b square minus a plus b whole square expansion and each and every term multiplying by minus. So minus x square by b square cos square alpha minus y square by p square sin square alpha minus 2xy by p square into sin alpha cos alpha is equal to 0. From these two x square take common, from these two y square take common, and this equation we are going to write in the form of pair of straight lines ax square plus 2hxy plus dy square form. So here if we take out comma x square, so 1 by a square minus cos square alpha by p square. Next xy term plus xy into. So here xy term is there now. Minus 2 by p square into sin alpha cos alpha plus y square into. From these two y square take common. So 1 by b square. So both are minus only. Why? Because we are taking common plus y square here. Minus 1 by b square minus sin square alpha by p square is equal to 0. It is in the form of capital AX square plus 2hxy plus capital BY square is equal to 0. It represents a pair of straight lines. It represents a pair of straight lines, and it is making right angle at its center. Represents pair of perpendicular lines. Pair of perpendicular lines. Whenever they are perpendicular lines, then we have the condition a plus b equal to 0. This is a very, very important condition. Whenever the lines are perpendicular, a plus b equal to 0. Coefficient of x square plus coefficient of y square equal to 0. So what is a here? This is a. I will make it with here. This is A. This value is B. So A plus B equal to 0. So A value first I am writing here. 1 by A square minus cos square alpha by P square plus minus 1 by B square minus sin square alpha by P square is equal to 0. A plus B equal to 0. So 1 by A square minus 1 by B square is equal to 1 by P square into sin square alpha plus cos square alpha. This value goes to be 1. So that implies that 1 by P square is equal to 1 by A square minus 1 by B square. So 1 by P square is equal to A square B square LCM, B square minus A square. So I want P square value. So P square is equal to A square B square by B square minus A square. That implies that P equal to AB by root over B square minus A square. Here P value, this is P. This P value is equal to, P means what? Whenever it represents a circle also the same. Center, it always touches a circle of radius. The radius is equal to P, P perpendicular distance. So here P represents, P is equal to D. That means P is equal to R. Perpendicular distance is equal to radius of the circle. Radius of circle. So that is, so the radius R is equal to P. We can write it as AB by root over B square minus A square, which is there in the AB by root over B square minus A square is there in the first option. Dear students, thank you dear students for watching my channel. Please do subscribe and share to your friends. If you have any doubts regarding this, you can write to my comment box. I will help you. Thank you all. Signing off, Maths with Panita.